Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Patrice, and this is my Embellish Life. In today's episode, we're gonna do a bit of a recap. Yes, yes, yes. We're gonna do a recap of all of my sewing makes from January to April. So if that's something you're interested in, let's get in it. But before I do my recap, let's talk a bit about my current affairs. Yes, oh my goodness. Right now, I'm feeling a bit of a lull right now. I haven't sewn anything for the past, is it 2 weeks? Yes, I think the last thing that I sewed was my jumpsuit, and I haven't sewn any garment since then. I'm not just feeling it right now, and I need to snap out of it because I have things to make, particularly for June. So I need to, whatever it is, I need to sort it out. But in the meanwhile, I have been doing some quilting. Yeah, just for a bit of a change, a bit of a palette cleanser. So I'm doing quilting, and I'm trying a new method, which is quilt as you go, just so that it would be easier on my domestic machine. So that's what I'm doing right now, but hopefully I'll snap out of it. But right now, I'm gonna talk about my makes that I've did for the first quarter. Can you believe it? We are in May 2024. I mean, the time is just going. Oh my goodness. We'll be soon singing Merry Christmas again, and you'll see me here in my Santa hat. But anyway, I'm going to talk a bit about the clothing that I've made from January to April. All of them, I think, I've done a video on them, so you're free to go back. They will be either located in the pattern review or in my my sewing hacking playlist, either one out of those two playlists. So let's get into it. So for the first quarter, I think I only made about 10 garments. I know I usually start off the year strong, but I 2024, I came out of the gates fairly weak. So 10 garments, and I have 3 whips currently, which I do not like. You know, for my other hobbies, I don't mind having whips, but somehow for sewing, I'm that person. When I start a garment, I need to finish it. So I have 3 whips, and I need to get them sorted. So I'll talk about them as well. So let's start with January. So for the month of January, I only made 3 garments and 2 whips. These blasted whips. But anyway, the first garment that I made was this hoodie hoodie top, and it's from Simplicity 9636. It's a Mimiji pattern, and this version is view A, and I'll pop photos of it in case you've forgotten about them. But yes, I absolutely love this top. This was an easy make, only 4 pattern pieces, and this was a sweatshirt fleece out of the colorway oatmeal, and I bought it from Cali Fabric. I have intentions of making this again, right? This is view A. I wanted view B. If you watch that video, you'll hear the explanation of how I managed to make view A instead of view B. So I went back and I said, let me make view B. This is where the first whip comes into place. So I started it, and this is view B, and this is just a jersey fabric, with what it's gray with some black speckle dots, and I love it. Right, I'm almost finished with it. This is view B, so I just need to put on, the hem, the hem bands, and finish the sleeves, and that's it. That is it. Let me tell you all something. And this is why I know that I can't have a profession that does repetitive tasks. Like if I worked in an assembly line, I wouldn't last because I can't do repetitive stuff. So the problem that I have when I like a pattern, if I do it again so soon, I get bored with it and then I struggle to complete it and then I just put the project aside. So this is what happened with this Simplicity 9636. I made view A and I was like, I really like this pattern. I do want more of this garment. I want view B. So immediately, I cut out view B. I started it and it's yet to be completed. Yeah. So this is my first whip and my first make for January. So let's talk about the second garment that I made in January. And guys, I'm just going to whip through all of these because like I mentioned, I've done videos dedicated to all of these garments. So if you want, more details on each of them and all of the shenanigans, you're always free to go back to those videos, okay? But let's talk about the second one. And the second one, I did some pattern hacking and some pattern fusion. And the patterns were, let me just look at my notebook, was Butterick 6897 and McCall 7974. Now, Butterick 6897 is originally a top pattern. It's a button-down shirt pattern. But I wanted, the first time that I saw the pattern before I purchased it, I envisioned a dress, a baby doll button up dress. And that's what I did. I converted it into that. And then I'm like, but I think I want a different type of sleeves to go along with this dress. So that's where the McCall 7974 came into play. And this is the dress. I absolutely love this dress. Now, the fabric is rayon challis and I bought it from my local fabric store. I just love these abstract flowers and the print of it. Love, love, love it. This is the sleeves from McCall 7974. I think it was from view A. And then I lengthen the tears of the shirt for it to become a dress. And I absolutely love it. I do wear this a lot. Now, this pattern, I enjoyed it so much that I decided to make it twice. Now, I know myself. And let me tell you, I struggled to complete it because, like I said, I made it too soon, right? So this time around, oh, I completed it. It's not like the hoodie. I did complete it, but it did take me a while. It took me some weeks. Yes. So I did do it again in this beautiful gingham fabric. I think I purchased this from, I want to say no, it's not. It's my local fabric store. I purchased this fabric from my local fabric store. So I did it again, and this time I left it sleeveless. I didn't add any sleeves to it, but I did the same thing. So it's a button down. I converted it into a dress. So it's minus McCall 7974. Okay. And would you believe it? I attempted to make it a third time. Who sent me? I do not know. And this is where the second whip comes into play. I don't know. I was being overconfident. I mean, I know myself. I don't understand why I wanted to make it a third time so soon. I mean, I barely survived making it a second time so soon, but I attempted to make it a third time, and that is not completed. For the third part, for the third whip, I have the top. The top part is completed, but the tears are not. So I still have some work to do on it, but I'm just going to show you the fabric. This is the fabric that I'm making the third one out of. And I want to say it's a Rayon Chalet again. Yes, it's Rayon Chalet, and I purchased it from Fabric Mart Fabric. So this is the third the third dress for Butterwick. What is it? 6897. And it's currently a whip. This is my second whip. Remember, I told you guys that I have three whips. So two of them came out of January alone. Yes. So let's move on to February. So for the month of February, I only managed to make three garments, you guys. Yeah. Um, you know what? If I'm honest with myself, this lull that I'm feeling, you know, I felt it from the beginning of the year. And if I'm really honest with myself, I can even go back to December when I started to feel that lull. But now I've reached the plateau of it, and you know my social is down for a minute, but hopefully I'm hoping that I'm able to get it back really, really soon. But anyway, let's continue with February. This is an exciting make because I made my first liturgical dance outfit, and I'm so excited for it. Now, this is the garment. Yes, and this was another pattern hack. Yes, it did. So the top part of it was made with a Elian Mac, which is an indie pattern designer. So this was from Elian Mac, and the pattern was from the Monday morning dress pattern. The bottom part of the dress was made from New Look, and it was, let me tell you, it was New Look 6379. And so the bottom part of the dress, it has a handkerchief design to it. Now, I love this dress because I was able to do a lot of color blocking. And if you really want to hear the details, check out this video. You hear about how I resulted in having to make this in the first place. All sort of shenanigans with my shipping agent. But anyway, I love that I was able to come up with a color block design, which I absolutely love. And I also did some adjustments also with the skirt where I added, you know, two layers of it. So it gave it a beautiful effect. So this was the first made that I made in February, my liturgical dance outfit. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear the chickens, they're bawling in the background. Welcome to the Caribbean. That's all I'm saying. Where the chickens, they have no respect. They're just crowing. Anyway, so yes, so I enjoyed making this. And I promised myself that I have to make more liturgical dance outwear. Would I use the same pattern again? Well, in the future, I will. Right now, I don't think so, but I have purchased more fabric to make more dance outfits that I'm totally excited about. You see, this is why I need my sojo back. I have things to do. But anyway, my first liturgical dance wear outfit and my first make in February. The second garment that I made in February, it's another hacking that I did. Now the pattern is, let me tell you, it's Vogue 9259. Yes, and this pattern, I actually made it last year, this romper pattern, to attend an event. So that video is available. But while making that pattern last year, I realized that this could actually be a perfect shorts on its own. So that's what I did. I removed the top part of it and I just used the bottom part of the romper and made it into a pair of shorts, wide leg shorts. So it's not ironed as yet, so excuse all the wrinkles and stuff. But yes, so this is the variation or the hacking of or the short version, the short part of Vogue 9259. This is view A. And I love, absolutely love these shorts. Can't say enough good things about it. Now, this one, like I said, I don't know. I don't have a video on this shot per se, but there's a video on the original pattern. So I didn't see the need to make a video on the short itself, but I absolutely love this pattern, and I do wish that I was that individual who enjoyed repetitive tasks, because I do want to make some more of these shorts. Hopefully by the time the summer rolls around, I've gotten this out of my system enough for me to make it again. Yes, but anyway, I love the shorts. I love how flowy it is. I love the pleats that's coming down in both of the front and and the back. Absolutely love this pattern, and yeah, can't wait to make it again. The final make for February, it's my entry for the Black History Month designer or pattern designers, the one that is hosted by Natita of So Natural Dane. So that was the last make that I made in February, and I made this three-tiered skirt. Now, this was based off a tutorial by Larry B. Threads. She's a Nigerian designer. She has a YouTube channel, and she has a lot of tutorials that shows you how to do, making stuff without pattern, doing stuff freehand and stuff like that. So this is actually her design, her tutorial that I followed, and I spoke a bit about it in my video, but I absolutely love it. Like I said, it's three tiers. So there's the first tier, second tier, then the last tier. I added a belt to it, and it is brilliant. Now, with this skirt, it's a little too big. I think I need to go back in and take out more of the elastic for it to fit a bit more snug. That is the reason why I only worn it once, because it's not as tight as elastic is not as tight as I would like. So I need to go back in and just take out maybe an inch more of the elastic for it to be as fitted as I would like. But this is an absolute brilliant make. I did purchase some more Ankara fabric just to make this skirt again. So hopefully, like I said, I'm going to let some months pass before I engage this again. But once again, this is the three-tiered skirt pattern by Larry B. Threads, and she also has a YouTube channel, like I said, that has all her tutorials. So I encourage you to check her out. So in March, another low output month, I made 3 garments. I know. We're just going to get over that hump. But the first one I did was from New Look, and it is 6266. And it is a button-down shirt pattern. Okay? Now, this particular pattern, this is the 3rd time that I'm making this pattern. Here's the thing. The first time I made this pattern was 2 years ago. Okay? And it was sleeveless. The second time I made this pattern was last year. So, and I hacked it and I did a cropped version of that shirt. And now another year has passed. And this is the 3rd time that I'm making this pattern, this time with sleeves. So this is how my repeat pattern works. If I give them the adequate space of time, I'm able to work through them quickly. That's how it works for me. I'm just saying. So yes, I absolutely love this top. Now, originally I did make this top to pair with the three-tiered skirt that I just showed you, the one that I made in February. But it is not as fitted as I would like for that particular skirt. So when I wear this, I usually wear it, with leggings, and it's opened, and I have a cami inside of it. That's how I wear it most days. Or if I button it down, it's with, skinny jeans or leggings, something of that sort. So I absolutely love this top. I'm still on the quest of to make a denim top that is more fitted, but I'm really happy with this make. So you guys, so the next time you look 6266 sees me again might be next year or later down in the year. But it's a brilliant pattern, and I would encourage anybody to sew it up. The second garment that I made in March, it's from called 6896. And it is, I don't want to say a peplum, maybe it can be a peplum, but the bottom part of it is a flare. And I did view B, and this is size 18. I just love the color blocking component of this pattern. Now, the print, I bought this print from, I think it was Fabric Wholesale Direct some years ago. And then the white is just some corner cutting that I had in my stash. Now, this pattern is a very easy pattern to make. I didn't add facings. I used bias tape in the arm and around the neck instead of facings. I just have a love-hate relationship with facings. We are frenemies. It's not all the time we gel together. And this was one of those occasions. But anyway, other than that, it is a brilliant pattern to make. Now, a word of caution. If you're going to do pattern blocking, keep in mind to use fabric of similar weights. Now, I knew from the get-go while going into this that my print cotton and my plain cotton, that they were different weights, and it definitely affected the flare of at the bottom of the top. So that's just something to keep in mind. But other than that, it is a brilliant top. And I'm hoping that I will be able to, make it again. The last garment that I made in March is another McCall's pattern, and it's a trouser pattern, and it's McCall's 1165. And I did, let's see what view that I did. I did view A, and in size 14. Now, this trouser is a popular pattern, 1165. If you search the hashtag on Instagram, a lot of results would come up. Now, I absolutely love this trouser. Again, it's not ironed, but we live with it. I absolutely love this trouser. Um, I do have intentions on making it again, like duh, but I know that I do have to make some adjustment, especially in the front part, because there's some puckering at the front that I don't know if I like it. But this trouser was made to go with this top. Yeah, so this is the entire outfit. You guys know when I make separates, I like to make something to go together with it. So I can wear it together, or I can mix and match it with other pieces. So that's the whole outfit for this. This was made in denim. You guys know that I love my denim, and I do actually love these trousers. McCall's 1165. You've made a believer out of me. You've definitely made a believer out of me. So hopefully I'll be able to, get jiggy with it and make up another pair at some point. And now we're on to April. Another little output, but it is what it is. For this month, April, that's my birthday month, and I had high hopes for this month. But I ended up making two garments and I have a whip. That's my last whip as well. So one of the garments were for my birthday. I didn't get to make the second one because I almost went with my thumb. It's fully healed, by the way. We thank God. But please believe it, that Mochi cutter is in timeout. I'll tell you that. But anyway, so I was able to make an outfit for my birthday, which was a very happy and joyous occasion. And then I had to make an outfit for a very sad and solemn occasion as well. So those were my two completed garments. But let's talk about, the happy garment where it was all sugar and spice and everything nice. So my birthday outfit, yes. So I had an inspiration, a Pinterest photo that I wanted to mimic. And this photo, I've had it in my sewing inspiration folder for quite a while. And I said, you know what, Pat? This is the year. This is the year that we're going to do this dress. And so I went on the journey and I tackled this dress. So with this dress, I was able to use, let me look in my notes again. What did I use? I used three patterns. Yes, I did. I used Butterick 6410. I used Vogue 9252, and then McCall's 57351. Sorry. Oh, I need to put on my glasses. It's not looking good over here, I'm telling you. So let's go back. So with the Butterick 6410, I used it for the yoke, yes, and the collar, yes. And this Butterick 6410, I made that pattern before in the past. I made it last year. Now for the sleeves, I used McCall's 7351 for view B. And then the bottom half of the bodice and the skirt. This was from Vogue. What is 9252? Yes, it is. So three patterns to make this awesome, awesome dress. Now, I did run into some shenanigans as usual with this dress. I ran out of fabric, so I did have to add, some black fabric at the front. I love the outcome of this dress. Should I make it again? I think, like I mentioned, I would actually change this color. I want to the standard color, but it came out very nice. And then I would actually lengthen it a tad bit longer, maybe by an inch, because I did shorten it by 2 inches, but maybe I should have just shortened it by an inch and just let it be. Well, I absolutely love this dress. When I wore this dress, I wore it with the petticoat underneath just so that it could give me the flare effect that I wanted, because I was out of the horsehair braid and my local fabric store was out of stock of it as well. But all in all, the dress came out beautiful, and you see that in the video. So yes, another pattern hacking. I would say for this part of the year, this first quarter, I did a lot of pattern hacking. I would say the majority of my patterns that I showed you guys, some sort of pattern hacking went on. And I'm happy. That was one of my goals for this year, to do more pattern hacking. Yes, I think I can take that off of my goal list for 2024, but that journey continues because I do have so many more ideas that I want to experiment with. So we're gonna see. That's why the social need to return. But anyway, let's talk about the second completed garment. Now, the second completed garment, I did some other pattern hacking as well. I made a jumpsuit. using McCall's 6959 for the top, and then Vogue 9075 for the bottom. Now, this particular jumpsuit, this was actually my latest video again. So, this particular outsuit I mentioned was for, a solemn occasion, for the passing of a family member. So, I made this outfit for that occasion. The color code was orange and black. Now, your girl doesn't like orange. I think I've mentioned it so many times. But in order to be compliant, I wore it. I wore the garment. I made it and I wore it. And I'm glad that I actually put some of the black at the top to actually move the orange away from my face. So it actually worked. The jumpsuit came out brilliant. Now, my pet peeve with this jumpsuit is that I think for the zipper, I shifted the zipper from the back to the side because I had to. Because for the macaws, this pattern came from a wrap dress pattern. So it didn't have any zipper to begin with. For the Vogue pattern, sorry, the zipper was originally at the back. I couldn't extend it at the top because of the collar and the facing. So I had to shift it at the side. I think this zipper is 18 inches, 16, 18 inches, which made it slightly difficult to put on and take off. So if and when I make this pattern again, I definitely have to extend that zipper maybe to 24, 26 inches just for the ease of taking it on and off. But other than that, it's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant pattern. And yeah, I can see myself making this pattern again. Don't know how soon, you know how I am, but this is definitely one for the books to make again. So that's 3, 2, 1. So there you have it. All of the 11 garments I made from January to April. I think I said 10 in the beginning, but it's actually 11 garments. Now, let me just quickly discuss this whip. Okay. You guys know that I wanted to make a denim jacket for the longest while. I love denim jackets. I love denim, period. If denim is a part of it, Patrice's name is on it. So I've always wanted, sorry, to make a denim jacket. And that was one of my goals last year. And I put it off. And I said by the end of the first quarter, I was going to make me a denim jacket. And I came on here and I presented you all of the plans and the patterns and all of that. And I told you guys by the end of the first quarter, you guys, I had all intentions of finishing this jacket by the end of the quarter, but life happened, stuff happened, and we're just going to roll with it. The good news is that I started it. I made a pattern selection and I started it. And I'm just going to show you a whip just as evidence because for you guys say, oh, she's just telling stories. She's just always talking here about this denim jacket and just feeding us pipe dreams. I'm going to show you the pattern so you guys can hush. Right? So the pattern that I decided on was Macaw 7729 and it's almost completed. It's almost completed. Now, I'm not going to talk much about it because I do want to have a video just for this because I'm so excited. So this is the pattern, the denim jacket. I'm almost finished with it. I just have to complete the sleeves and add the buttons and we are good to go. But here we are right now with this jacket. So there you go. I've been true to my word. Well, not entirely. The first quarter has passed, but it's coming to come. It's definitely coming to come. So this is my final whip and hopefully I will be able to, finish this pretty soon because I am excited for the outcome of this. But like I said, I've lost my sojo for a minute, and right now I'm just using my quilting just as a palette cleanser as we speak. But definitely stay tuned for the end result of my denim jacket. All right, lovies, that is all that I have today. All of my makes from January to April and the whips as well. Hopefully, by the end of the second quarter, I'll be able to get it together, you guys. And you guys might see some other stuff from me as well. Yes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also click that notification bell so you can be aware of all of my other shenanigans. I hope you have a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Think lovely thoughts. Keep on smiling. And always remember to make beautiful and wonderful things. All right, lovies, I'm out of here. Bye.